Hello everyone, Dr. Klaus here, and today guys I'm gonna keep on reviewing some slazers also known as Throwbots in the US set, and today we're gonna review the final set I'm gonna review the final set I have to review in fact, which is called Millennium, also known as Millennia in the US. And this slicer is kind of special because it's got like two modes, one which is kind of like a Titan mode because it's a bigger slicer than the others, and the other mode which is more like a normal slicer size set plus a motorbike. So today we're gonna review the Titan mod, and of course tomorrow I'm gonna review the other mod, which is also very nice. So I do not have the box, of course, of this set because I bought it used, but I still have the instruction booklet where you can see, in fact, the Titan mod, which is kind of not really ravaging, but yes. Also know really working in fact on the slicer planet kind of, because of course you can recognize all the different continents, so the ice one, the sub one, the lava one, the jungle one, the rock one, and so on. So the instruction, well, nothing really interesting. It's in I think 18 steps, yeah, like that. And of course we have the second mod I've talked earlier, so a normal slicers on his motorbike. Some ads for the competition team, which was an old team from the 90s, of course. And here, more interesting ads on the slicers and also the Throwbot, with every slicer Throwbot from the first wave, apart from Millennium and of course wave 2, and with all the name every time. So rock, granite, for example, jungle, Amazon, stuff like that, with the planet on the middle. So it's really an interesting ad and really nice. And now for the set itself, guys. So here it is, the Millennium Slizers in its Titan form. So I'm gonna do it a ton of one, and then I'm gonna begin reviewing how you're supposed to build it, of course, how the building works. So as you can see, the color scheme is dark gray, so of course all dark gray, black, and some touch of red, plus gold colors on his head. We're gonna see that later. So of course it's supposed to be like that, but it's really really straight and kind of stupid, I have to say it. So I prefer to put the arms down like this. So I'm gonna begin my explanation of the building. So I'm gonna put off this part first, then this part. Excuse me. Okay, I think we are ready. So, in fact, the construction is pretty simple because we're gonna use, well, pretty simple. At least we're gonna say it uses the same frame as a normal slicer. So this one with the little gears and the even little gears right here, which will be useful to turn the upper part, of course, to make it look down or up. But the only difference is that because of course we're supposed to make a Titan, so a taller model, we're gonna use these two parts, which are called the H-shaped part, because well they are kind of H-shaped, at least for me. So we're gonna use this part, which will be useful to link all the parts together. So this means the head, the arms, the back parts, the body parts. So thanks to these parts and also these little T parts, we're gonna link all the upper section of the body right here. So first of all is the body part, if I can say so, kind of the armor part we're gonna use with this little slicer's foot, or at least feet, because there are two of them used right here. Notice the part on the side to also cover to also fill the void on the sides, and also of course on the front. And of course it's a more interesting design, as you can see right here. Now for the arms, which are in fact two throwing disc arms. So we're gonna put this, and thanks to the axle hole on the shoulder part, we're gonna be able to put the back part, which is also called the wing part, at least for me, because there is two slicers lift arm right here, which will be useful, which will be used like wings or stuff like that. Nothing really interesting. In fact, it's just a mix of different parts. Excuse me, I'm just gonna check how you're supposed to put this part again. Okay, so you're supposed to have to put it like this. And then we're gonna put the second arm right there. Well, we're gonna put this right here. It's like on the front of the cover of the instrument booklet. So we're gonna put the wings in this side shape right here. And finally, we're gonna link the head to this kind of neck part. So we're gonna use the same part right here to link these two kind of horn, if I can say so, right here. And of course, you have the famous golden head, and then a new visor, which is really nice. Very mechanically simple, and of course you can open the visor to show the head. So yeah. And here we go, we have done the upper part of the body. So as you can see, it's quite simple, in fact, when explained quickly. So right, but it works pretty well, in fact, because you have really a bigger scale than a normal slicer. So we're gonna maybe excuse me, I'm gonna talk about the legs right now. So the legs again are also pretty simple because we're gonna use a normal slicer leg, as you can see right here. And then on the connector is gonna be useful because we're gonna put this wheel down, but also this panel down. So we're gonna use a long axle, well, not really a long axle, but we're gonna use an axle which will go through these connectors. As you can see here, you have some axle hole which will be useful to link the wheel. Then it goes through the connectors, and then we're gonna use this little part with, as you can see, two pins on each side right here, and of course an axle hole on the middle. We're gonna use this part to link, in fact, the two Technics panels, so the black one and the white one. So we're gonna link that and not really no, but we're gonna at least put a panel, then this part, which will be useful to have two other pins, and of course, which will be useful to make a stronger construction, like this. And now we're gonna put on this tall axle hole, we're gonna put the wheels really easily. So like that. And here we go, we have finished the leg. Now we're gonna put the two legs together because of course they are symmetrical, so like this. And here we go, we have finished the model. And finally, there is two throwing discs, of course, in this slicer, which are well exclusive to this set. So the first one is a gold one, which we can well, gold one on the front because on the back it's a tan. So gold one, and you can see, of course, well, you can see the slicer plus motorbike mode launching, throwing a disc at the camera, of course, as a viewer, you can say so. And as you can notice, there's two discs have all the light, well, light up, if you can say so. The little sphere light up, so I think they are the most powerful disc of the slicer universe, at least I think so. And then the second one, you have, well, the slicer planet plus a way of light emitting from the sun, from the center of the planet, which really look pretty nice. And I'm gonna explain all the articulation works, but I'm gonna first off take a slicer, so I'm gonna get back now. Sorry, it's because I didn't do that in my French version of the reviews, and I really want to make a size comparison with Blaster, which is the second Titan of the Slizer Throwbot team. So, little turn around first, maybe. And then the articulation section. So, well, of course, you've got the little gear gimmick, so when you spin it, it looks down or up, of course, so it moves all the upper part, in fact. So unlike Blaster, which it just moves, in fact, his head, here it's like all the slicer, this move his head and the shoulder part. Of course, you got one ball joint per arms, which you can block in 3 directions, but just on this side, because as you can see, it doesn't fit on when you try to put it in this way. So this way, or this way on the back, right here. So the same goes for the two arms. Of course, you can throw this really easily. Well, not backward, but we can try to launch it. Okay, when I say it's gonna be easy, of course it totally failed. Seriously, I'm kind of sorry because it doesn't really want to launch it in front. So maybe it's because of this, because this one worked pretty nice. Yes, in my French review. Well, I think that this is this disc which just fails, in fact. But at least, well, it works pretty easily, normally at least. And you can also turn the head like that, not really useful. Open the visor, of course. And the same goes for the back. You can turn the wings in other way you want, but I don't really think it's supposed to be a real gimmick. It's just that because the parts used as pin, of course, they are supposed to turn. So, well. And now for the legs, so you got two ball joints. In fact, it's really like a normal Slizer's legs, in fact, because you just got two ball joints, and that's all, guys. And yeah, no, I really wanted to make a comparison size with the blaster. Which I already reviewed. Which I have already reviewed, excuse me. So, well, of course, you have this problem of fit, which is really a big problem, a big drawback of this set. I already said that in my review, and I will repeat that. So here you go, a comparison size. So in fact, the Millennium Slizers or Millennia Throwbot is taller than Blaster because I think of the position of the head and stuff like that. And also the legs, which are, well, in fact, all the parts, the upper part and the lower part, are taller than the Blaster's one. So that was for the comparison size, and maybe I'm gonna take a normal slicer, excuse me. Well, it's happened to be Amazon or Jungle. Right here, so you can see all comparison size between the two Titans and a normal Slizers, or at least a taller Slizer, because I think Jungle with Ski is one of the tallest Slizers released, in fact, in comparison, for example, to Fire or the four-leg guys like Rock or Energy. So now I think it's time to sum up what I have done this set. So in terms of color scheme, well, it's good. It's not really impressive because it's just some black, dark gray colors, so nothing really new, and it really look dumb when it's like this. So I'm gonna do a little perspective view, I think. So yeah, the color scheme is okay, I have to say. Then the construction overall design is pretty nice because I really like the use of these parts, or to make make a taller frame with the same body part. In fact, it's the same one, but they just thanks to this HM part, they really make a different type of body, a taller one, where you can put every part you want, so like the head, the body parts, the shoulders, and stuff like that. So the construction of design is pretty good. The same goes for the legs, with the wheel used as feet, which is really a nice idea, I have to say, plus the technique panel on the side, which really adds to the curved shape, in fact. So this is really an interesting design. In terms of articulation, it's okay. And my only complaint about this set is the fact that if you have two loose ball joints right here, well, it's kind of yeah, as you can see, it's kind of moving every way possible, because of course these parts are really light and they're the only one used to link the body part to the legs part. And of course these tires are really heavy, in fact. So this means that it's not really a Titan. Well, it's not really a Titan construction, I have to say, because for example, if you compare, Blaster got like two two slicer legs used to reinforce his legs, so this was really means he was a bulky guy, and that's not the case with Millennium, which in fact just got one leg, in fact, just one part like this for the legs, and well, it's kind of look strange, it kind of look weird. But well, they were of course forced to use the same parts for the two mods, so the bike mod and the Titan mod, so this means that of course they do not really have to put some more parts in there, so right. That's how it looks. But apart from that, it's really a great mod, I have to say, and it's really have an interesting design, and well, it's worked pretty well in terms of first Titans, I have to say, because maybe there were some older Titans released before in some other techniques team, but well, in terms of ball joint Titan, it's really one of the first, and it's look well pretty nice, I have to say, with the different design elements. And that's all for this mod, guys. So I think we're gonna, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'm gonna say that see you tomorrow, normally, if nothing happens, to the second mod, which is the bike plus normal sized slicer mod. So that's all. If you have any questions or comments on this review, feel free to ask them. I will happily answer them. And that's all. So see you later for another Bionicle or Slicer video review. Bye bye.